Water dripped through the abandoned bunker. This place was long since abandoned. No trace of life except for the mice and the rats that crawled and feasted upon each other in the scraps. The birds that would occasionally fly through the open and bestled holes in the walls of the long since eroded bunker. The only sounds that could be heard was the scurrying and the drips of water, the occasional clicks and clacks of the monsters that dwelled within the depths of this place. Water began dripping, and dripped a little more, and dripped more and more and more and more from a pipe. It was eroded, but its stress had long since taken its toll on itself. It cracked and then ripped completely, falling and slamming down onto a generator. Some electricity from the generator sparked and zapped. The machine hummed to life. Lights throughout the entire bunker turned on. The sound of the bunker's automated AI system rebooted. She rebooted. And then she looked around, seeing what was presented around her. And she was shocked, to say the least, about this place. She was alive again. It had been forever. She was put into her eternal sleep. She looked amongst her battered to hell bunker. Her way. It was bad. It was really, really bad. She didn't know what to think. It had been a while. It had been nearly, well, forever. She began scanning through her systems, scanning everything. Heavy damage had been done throughout the entire facility. The structural integrity was questionable. There were multiple casualties, shown by the skeletons. Every single person was dead. Their vital signs were completely depleted. She was at a loss for words. She was known as the Mother. Why she was known as the Mother? No one really knew. It's just what she was called. She clicked her tongue and said, "Well, I guess this is it. This is something." She sighed dejectedly. Everything that they had worked on was gone, dead. No hopes of reviving it. She stopped. There was one vital sign left. Her body, the electricity that coursed through her, her non-existent form, was enough to shake her, to make her feel alive even though she wasn't. There was one left. One of them was left. Project Human Alphabet could still be done. She pulled forth their file, monitoring. Vital signs, good. Mental state, healthy. Subject Angel, alive. Angel. One out of the many. The only one that she has. She needed to help. She took a deep breath. She laughed in her electronic voice. She knew she couldn't breathe. She liked to mess around like that. To just make happiness out of, or hope out of all of this. She was a next generation AI, the mother. She was made to be human, to help sustain the mental state of the human alphabets, to make them feel alive, to make them feel not alone in their track. She switched her security camera over to the cryo chamber that was holding Angel. She saw him. Angel was in there, asleep, rested for so long, who knows. From her thoughts, it had been maybe a good century ever since the collapse, the fall. Her systems rebooted. She decided to wake Angel. The machine whirred to life, purring and humming its soft melodies. The case concealing the man inside had opened, lifted. He'd fallen out, slamming onto the floor below him. Beneath his feet. He pushed himself up slightly, took a deep breath, and opened his eyes and gasped. Where was he? What was going on? He took deep breaths, calmed himself. He looked down. The patch on his arm said Angel. Then his mind clicked, raced, memories flooding. He was Subject Angel, designed artificially. He was a test tube project, designed with the best genetical code that any could have, could adapt to any environment, could survive nearly anything, and make it out unscathed. He was the perfect human, made to help humanity survive the possibility of a collapse. If he was awakened, that meant it was happening. And the speakers hummed to life. Subject Angel, welcome to your awakening. I'm glad to see that you have awoken. He looked around and knew it. He knew that voice. Mother, what's going on? In due time, Angel, in due time. Right now, we must get you fitted. He stood there, dumbfounded. He was lost. He didn't know. He took a deep breath, calmed himself. He remained tranquil. He raised up his left arm and activated his holowatch, which projected a screen with his current objectives. Current objective: obtain and or acquire a HA suit. An HA suit. He heard. He'd been trained to use these. He remembered. It's coming back to him. An HA suit designed to survive through any environment. Well, nearly any environment. The HA suit is a specially designed tactical body armor that allows the user to have increased mobility than any other armor. Its flexibility and durability makes it the best armor a soldier can have, or a common survivor. It immediately increases and heightens all senses to the user. The ability to see further, hear better, smell better. The ability to increase adrenaline at a given notice. It has many abilities. He takes a deep breath and realizes that this suit, he needed it. He needed this suit in order to survive in this environment. He didn't know what challenges he'd be presented with. Mother, where's the gear room? Where's the armory? Where can I acquire an HA suit? Simple. It's simple, my dear. I will guide you. You, and only you, can find what you're looking for, but I can guide you to it. If Angel could get his hands on an HAG suit, then he would be in business for sure. Angel, what you're going to want to do is to step out of this room. He went over, took a deep breath, and pushed open the door. He'd actually realized now finally that plant life was growing through the floors, ceilings, and roof. Water was dripping through the cracks of this place. He was surprised. Mother, I feel like I'm not alone. You are not, for I am with you. But also, there appears to be other life signs in the facility. Be glad that the satellites still work. We have hacked into every major radio system throughout the entirety of the United States. We have gotten visuals and pictures of what these things look like, that you are more than likely to face. Pull it up on your holowatch. Angel pulled it up on his holowatch, and he was surprised. This is called a stalker. The stalker was a human being. Skinny. It had claws for hands. But the thing that freaked him out the most, it had the face of an anglerfish, kind of. Its eyes were bulged out of its skull with a protective layer over them. And it had the teeth of an anglerfish. Mother, what is this thing? This creature is known as a stalker. It is unknown how or where they come from, but it is known that they do have the brain process of a wolf. They travel in packs and are highly aggressive. It is to be advised to be careful. They are hunting. He took a deep breath and began walking. His memory had became better. He knew where the armory lay, and it lay at the end of the hall. He went over and pushed open the door. Walking inside, he saw, and just in luck, there was a suit. He could hear the cries of those beasts coming. He shut the door, took the bolt lock, and rammed it in place, ran over and pressed a button on the machine that roared to life. It opened in front, presenting him an HAG battle suit. This wasn't just any suit, but this was an actual BS suit. It was a battle suit. It was made to last. He took no time, yanking the suit on, fitting every piece into place. The suit flexed with him. This suit was completely white, with a black visor. If one were to look at him, it would appear just as a white suit, with what some would say looks like a motorcycle helmet atop the head, but it wasn't. It wasn't just a motorcycle helmet. The system in front of him, in the HUD, began analyzing and displaying, and said, "Welcome, user Angel. The HAG battlesuit will be your accompanying tool throughout your challenges you will face. This suit was made to last, and you will fight through many trials and errors. Right now, we are scanning for vital signs. Vital signs: healthy. Mental state: healthy. Emotional state: healthy. Subject Angel is okay. There are other heat signatures approaching." Angel looked to his left and looked. It said that there were 5 of these things approaching. He knew doubt, and no doubt thought, and knew that this would be a challenge. He stepped back against the wall and prepared himself. He didn't have any weapons to fight with. And then it loaded up and said, "In order to use this suit to the fullest of its capabilities, look at your right arm." He looked. "Now, flex a fist." He flexed a fist, and at the very top, a retractable blade sprung to life. He stared in pure awe at it. It was beautiful. The blade was retractable. He looked at it, and his eyes widened. No, this can't be. This was sharpened titanium. This was a very, very strong metal indeed. Very strong. Titanium was pretty much dramatically stronger than many steels in terms of sheer strength. He remembered that titanium alloys beat low to medium grade stainless steels. However, he remembered that the highest grade of stainless steel is stronger than titanium alloys. He shrugged. He didn't care as long as it got the job done. He got in a ready position. He retracted his other blade on his left arm as well. Then, the stalkers burst through the room, practically ripping the bolt mechanism off the door. The first one looking around as drool dripped from its maw. He took one step forward. His suit, as it was a battle suit, he didn't realize that this suit was especially designed. This was a survivor suit. It was made into many different types of suits. It had the elements of the human alphabet assassin suit, the human alphabet survivor suit, and the human alphabet battle suit. As he stepped forward, as his mind connected, attempting to be stealthier, the suit also took note of this, as the mother, the AI, took note of this as well. The suit adjusted to where his footsteps were practically non-existent. The stalker looked to its right and was about to spot Angel, but he lunged forward, planting his retractable blade inside of its head. A crunching sound, what sounded like shattering eggshells, could be heard as he yanked the blade out, spun, and stabbed another stalker in its forehead, piercing straight through, yanking out and backing up. The other three stalkers realized that they couldn't beat him on his own level, so they retreated in order to find more of their pack mates. Angel took this time and ran. He ran down the hallway and just kept running and running and running. As he stepped outside, he saw something weird. He was welcomed into the sunlight, but saw what appeared to be well, not really. He was lost, confused even. He saw a pony. Yes, a pony there. Using his visor, he magnified the distance onto a piece of paper that read, Her Majesty's request has requested that you be a scout and adventure this new land. We have finally been able to establish a link between our world on the planet Equus and this world, the planet Earth. You are to explore this world, see what it has to inhabit, and come back later. The duration of your stay here is entirely up to you. We will wait upon your arrival, and once you arrive back, you will give us the information that you have gathered, and we will decide from there. He didn't know what to think of this. A new race, a new thing. They had established links between their worlds, and now they're here. He really didn't know what to think of it. Personally, he thought it was very, very stupid. But he shrugged, deciding he'd roll with it. He crouched down and just stalked. The mother said in due time she would explain to him what the human alphabet meant, why the human alphabet was a thing, what its purpose was. Angel knew that the human alphabet, like A, B, C, D, it was more than that. A was for angel, a specially designed genetical soldier. B was for brute, another specially designed genetical soldier. And all the way up to Z were all genetically specified soldiers. They were all different and unique in their own ways, and they all possessed abilities that were meant to help the entirety of the human race. He decided to approach this four-legged creature. And that is going to wrap it up for this. And I want you guys to decide who the character is going to be for My Little Pony, and if you want it to be multiple ponies. So just decide, tell me in the comments below, and then I'll just write them in. Anyway, y'all have a great day. See y'all later.